My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Racing takes place at Hollywoodbets Scottsville on Sunday the 17th of March up in the capital, Pietermaritzburg, KwaZulu-Natal. There are 8 races carded, with the very first race getting underway at 12:30 and the last race getting underway at 25 to 5, 16:35. An action-packed show as always, reruns, interviews, etc. And the man that sits to my left is my colleague and good friend Raheel Radhakrishna. He'll be with me and to take us through this preview and try and tip you some winners. Morning, Raheel, and how are you?
Very well, thanks to yourself, Warren. Yeah, looking forward to the 8 races on Sunday out at Hollywoodbets Scottsville. It does look to be a fair card. I think that the exotics could pay a bit of a dividend, but it's obviously a day that we're hoping that we can manage to guide the guys in the right direction. And race number 1, the start of the bipod.
Yep, it is indeed. It is at 12:30. It's over 1,000 meters and a maiden plate. And you heard from Raheel the start of the bipod. At the early time of recording, there seems to be no scratchings. It looks like they've taken some headgear off Pascal's and Jaro. And as we warn you and ask you and plead with you time and time again, check your scratchings, jockey changes, equipment changes, betting moves before taking your final bets. The show is recorded well ahead of the race meeting. The package for the first race is the rerun of number 8, Silver Savage, when finishing 3rd. And the interviews that I did are with Michael Roberts and Byron Foster.
And drifting towards the inside, Mardell Platter, the green cap, now becomes the danger. Tea Time Tipples trying to pick up Silver Savage the inside. Plinian, however, continues to go, and it's number 10, Plinian, staying on for the win. Second spot is going to go to Mardell Platter. Then came Silver Savage and Emerald Green staying on in the latter.
Yes, Railroad. I think he'll run a big race, and he's in good form. And so is Castle May. There's not much between the two of them. And so, we're expecting nice runs from both.
Trippy T, very good comeback run. He was off for a long time, and he really ran a very good race for us. Unfortunately, we've struggled to find another 5-furlong race on the poly, and we've just sat and hoped something would happen. And unfortunately, the races haven't held. So there's been no injury-related since his last run. He's been ticking over, so his fitness is there, but it's just been waiting for the race. And we've obviously opted to go for the grass. We've just lost a little bit of patience, and look, he's doing well. I think it's right sort of maiden race for him. Looks like there's only 3 horses with form to speak of in the race, so I think he's got a definite winning chance.
Yeah, some lovely interviews that we're going to share with you throughout the show, but not always easy to give confidence, Raheel, because it's a tough to predict first, second, third, fourth, etc. But yeah, Trippy T, I agree with Byron, would have a definite winning chance, and he's both of ours first choice. I think he could actually be a tough horse to beat.
Yeah, Warren, look, when we have a look at his form, He's obviously only had 1 start in KZN, and it was quite an encouraging effort on the poly track, returning off a year off the track. So given that he put up such a good effort, you would tend to believe that there is some sort of ability there. And despite him being a 4-year-old that's still a maiden, it does look to be the right type of race for him to get the job done. And I think the straight course at Hollywoodbets Scottsville will suit him. You're there from Byron. Just no races working out for him. It's not anything untoward that he's been off for 74 days. It's just that there hasn't been many races that have been able to stand up. But I think he is the right horse in the race. I think there is still scope for improvement. First run at Hollywoodbets Scottsville, and I expect him to go close. I agree. Top selection here. The only horse that I think could be his danger, number 8, Silver Savage. Now, we saw his rerun when running third behind Plinian. That was over course and distance, and I thought that was a fair run. He was only beaten under 2 lengths, and then last time out, Mardel Plato finished ahead of him in that race behind Plinian. Came out to beat him last time out, and he was only beaten a length over 1200. I think dropping back to the 5 furlongs will suit him, and I think he could run a nice race. And there is a line through Plinian. Trippy T did beat Plinian on that run to Victorelle. So when you have a look at strictly on the line through Plinian, well, then he's got the beating of Silver Savage. But I think those 2 horses could fight it out. In terms of the bar pots, I'm just going to go with numbers 8 and 10. I think that we'll be able to, in fact, double up in leg number 1.
We're a little different with our second choice, or with our horse to watch out for. I'm in the camp of number 1, Castle May, for Michael Roberts and Rachel Venica. Lightly raced, and I'm sure that this gelding has a bit more to offer. Lightly raced and could be the surprise package for the trifectas and quartets here. Obviously, 5 Bomber Stream, 7 Rail Road are worth including, but to be short and to the point, Raheel 10 from 8, myself 10 from 1, and we're going to move on to race 2.
It's good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.